We got the spin, 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 sun in my hands, ignite the fire. We got the win, 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 sparking it up, down to the wire. I'm next level, pick it up, fight your battle, house up. Where's that spark, where's that fire? It ain't there. We got the spin, 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 sun in my hands.
Hello everybody and welcome to BeySpective. Today we will be unboxing the Flame variant Lucifer. Over here you can see that this is B169 and comes with a black sparking launcher.
And over here we can see that this is variant Lucifer Mobius 2D and its owner Lain Valhalla doing some magic sort of thing. And in Hasbro or Beyblade Burst Surge, it is Lain Valhalla. Please note that this is a counterfeit product from Flame. If you want to check out our Takara Tomy unboxing, check out the link above. Over here it reads Beyblade, and below that Burst in Japanese, and below that Superking in Japanese. In Hasbro we don't see Superking, we see Beyblade Burst Surge.
Over here you can see a picture of the Bey variant Lucifer. Compared to the Takara Tomy one, this is a very bad quality picture. And the barrier itself also is very small. In the top right of the barrier you can see Union Achilles is attacking the barrier, but the picture of Union Achilles is not that good. You can barely tell that it's Union Achilles. You can only tell because A, you've seen the Takara Tomy version, and B, you can see there's blue and red.
And a little bit of gold.
Kind of. But yeah. Now it's time to look at the left of the box. Oh, and you can see that this is very badly and weakly packaged, especially compared to the Takara Tomy version.
When it came, it was also like this, very bad quality.
On the top of these logos, you can see the defense type logo. Below that, burst system. Below that, I think that might be like a personal insignia for the Beyblade, but I'm not sure. Below
and then
that,
Superking.
and then the layer plus the chassis, which is variant Lucifer 2D, and then below that the Mobius driver, followed by the black sparking launcher. Honestly, the box is so small, I'm doubting whether the black sparking launcher will come in it. What do you think?
It is pretty small, but I think looking at the Takara Tomy one, I think it already looks like it's going to fit. Time to move on to the right side.
Yep, let's go. And then now you can see
the gimmick once again
of this Beyblade. There it is, Union Achilles attacking variant Lucifer's barrier, and you can see the 6 blades that form the barrier.
And we can see, well, now we can see more clearly Union Achilles attacking that barrier.
Definitely way more clear. Now time for the back of the box.
Go for the very top left corner, defense, and at the top right corner, Beyblade Burst.
And then over here you can see the Superking logo again.
And now we can see variant Lucifer battling Union Achilles. Wait, I just noticed something. If you look down a little over here, that's not Union Achilles being burst by variant.
It's Regalia Genesis
with its hybrid driver.
And then to the right you can see the base stat, and to the extreme left you can see the burst, the Superking system explained.
So
we explained this in our Glide Ragnarok video. Be sure to check that out.
Let's go down a little to the main informative part. So we'll start with Lucifer.
The Lucifer chip is obviously depicting the Lucifer avatar, and it has a metal chip core. However, I don't know if the Flame brand has made it metal. It is definitely metal in the Takara Tomy version, as you can see right now.
Here, the Takara Tomy one, you can see the metal right in the center.
It's very shiny. And now the variant ring. The variant ring, that's the Takara Tomy version, has little spikes that come out, and those green things there, I don't know if you can see, it's really tiny here.
Yeah.
They're spikes, which have stickers on them.
And now the next part is the 2D chassis.
The 2D chassis.
Move on to the very right.
To the right, it'll explain
the gimmick.
Basically, the gimmick is that the 2D's flaps literally come outwards when launched hard enough. And that creates a barrier that stops any Bey from hitting the Bey and Lucifer. Now for the Mobius driver. The Mobius driver is supposed to be a very defensive driver, and the Takara Tomy version, though it was at first attacky, it is now defensive. But when launched properly, it can also be attacky. So I actually consider it a balanced type driver. What do you think?
Well, I guess, because if you launch weak, not as powerful, for Takara Tomy, it takes the center, but if you launch like extreme power, it's super duper duper attacky.
Now let's unbox the Beyblade.
Really exciting. We've seen Takara Tomy, now let's see Flame.
Now we can see all the parts of the Beyblade, and it didn't come with a sparking launcher.
Sadly. I just want to take all the TT parts and put it right on top of it to compare them.
It came with a horrible light launcher and grip. Okay, now let's compare it with the TT version. Over here, this is the Flame version, and this is the Takara Tomy version. So we'll start with the chip. The chip, as you can see, is much more sharper for the Flame, and for the Takara Tomy, it's more blunt. However, this, surprisingly, is actually metal. I was not expecting that at all. And there's a slightly more purple tinge to the whole background of the chip. And these spikes over here, they are pink on the Flame version, while they are purple on the Takara Tomy version. And now, if we flip both of the chips around, you can see that over here there is a screw, whereas over here there's just a circular metal indentation. So now for the ring variant.
Now the ring, well, over here we can see that it's much less detailed, and all in all, and then the Takara Tomy one, you can see the very detailed and all those tiny little bits that like make the Bey come alive. Moving on to there's not much to talk about variant, so moving on to the 2D chassis.
For the 2D chassis, over here this is much more shinier and brighter, and it is much more dull in the Takara Tomy version.
Similar to the really light 1S chassis with Flame and really dark one for Takara Tomy.
Same with the wheel, actually.
Oh yeah.
And then over here, these, you can't feel it, but when you feel it, this is a much harder rubber for Flame.
So Takara Tomy, it's quite not as hard.
It's way softer and easier to bend.
So the barrier might come out more easily in TT, but it's much more effective in Flame.
But that also means the barrier might stay out for longer and cause it to scrape even more. Now for Mobius.
Well, Mobius, it's like the chip, just the color difference.
It's very, very, very prominent.
And also, over here, we can see the same circular metal that above, we can see the same metal orientation that we saw in the chip. But if we, in the Flames one, there's screws.
Just like in the chip.
Similar, like even the backgrounds and the colors. One is the color of the background is their chip, and the other is the same.
Actually, the round part, if you look at it from a side-on angle, the round part is way more prominent in the Flame version. This should make it less attacky, in my opinion, but
seems. Well, let's do the test spin now.
But that's in theory, remember.
Right after we assemble this, let's do the test spin.
Let's assemble it now. Variant Lucifer Mobius 2D.
Let's see how it does in the Takara Tomy Stadium.
Let's go.
Ready, set off!
3, 2, 1, go shoot!
Well, the barrier is actually coming out surprisingly well for a ripcord launcher.
Yeah, but not as much as TT's one, because as my brother said,
sparking launcher.
It's way harder to come out. And it's defending.
Yes, and the barrier is coming out more often.
I wonder if we use a sparking launcher, how will it be like?
Well, we can do that in the second test launch.
Yeah, let's do it just like...
Oh, I think the invisible Beyblade has infinite stamina.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem for Lucifer.
And the invisible Beyblade goes for the attack.
It's using Rush Launch.
But Lucifer doesn't move.
See, it's such a strong Beyblade, except it has horrible stamina.
Compared to the invisible Beyblade.
Otherwise, it actually has really good stamina.
For the launcher, yes, definitely.
It goes unsaid.
Yeah.
And now it's running low on stamina.
I can't wait to see how we'll do in the Superking launcher.
Definitely. And
Survivors finish for invisible Beyblade.
how does it always win with the survivor's finish? No, except it won once with a ring out finish.
And
Did
it's
it?
world
World
friggin'.
friggin'. This is like standing up perfectly. Time for the second test launch.
It's not perfectly because of the time. Ready, set go!
3, 2, 1, go!
And
And there is the barrier and it's attacking.
bring out finish with the invisible Beyblade.
Oh, but did you see the speed with which the bay was moving, and then the speed with which the barrier went in?
We need to get another Superking launcher.
Definitely.
To have a Superking launcher fight with the Takara Tomy one.
You're probably gonna get a super Hyperion one.
Yeah.
Now, for a test battle, the Flame variant Lucifer on the left will be battling on the left the Takara Tomy variant Lucifer.
On the right. It looks like both Lucifer just staring at each other like, I'm gonna win. No, I'm gonna win.
I actually do not know who's gonna win, but I think it will be the Takara Tomy one because of
Same.
launchers.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, expected for Takara Tomy to start winning, I guess.
This launcher
Survivors finish TT
and TT
with
win.
a quick win.
And that's
So
because
here's TT.
this launcher is honestly horrible,
Especially compared to this boy,
which is literally the best launcher in
in
our
our
opinion.
opinions.
Now, we will give the flame version the TT sparking launcher so we can see how it actually performs,
For-
not using the launcher.
For a better comparison, I'll be using this LR launcher.
The one that came with Glide Ragnarok.
Recorded play, beep.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay,
And the barrier
this is
is really
TT.
well.
TT.
This one is flame. Oh, its stamina's horrible.
Oh, I think did the TT win? Let's just check the
yeah,
recording.
I think that was simultaneous.
TT or simultaneous? I don't know.
Ignite the fire. We got the win, win, win. Sparking it up, down to the wire. We got the spin, spin, spin. Fear in our hands, we burning brighter. We got the win, win, win. Feel at it, so feel at it. Rip, 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 rip. Feel at it. Rip, 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 rip. Beyblade. Rip, rip.
Well, we checked the recording and we found out that this is actually a simultaneous survivor spin finish. That means no points.
So let's get started with the next battle. Or, well, a repeat of this battle. So
Yes,
this one,
this is TT.
this one's flame.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go! And the flame one is the one attacking there. Oh! Over finish for the flame base.
That's because I did a horrible launch and this bird actually came out.
But we're still gonna count it.
Yeah, this time I'm going to be using the Superking one yet again.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go! And the flame
This
one.
is TT here, folks.
This one's flame, peoples. And they're looking even on stamina for some reason. But I think, yeah, flame
Okay.
just.
Now I'm going to do a full powered launch.
No.
Now I'll be launching with my full force. Recorder playing, beep.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go! And flame was attacking. And
This
was
is
losing
TT.
stamina. And let's see who's gonna win this one.
Come on.
And it goes to
TT.
which makes the score 2-2.
I wonder who will win.
Let's see.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go! Look at it.
TT over here with the big barrier.
And the flame, it's the dual barrier off.
Variant fun. Okay, now I don't remember which is which. This is
one,
flame.
yeah.
I just checked under. TT gets yet another point.
So that makes the score 3-2. 2.
Now I will be using the flame ripcord set for the Takara Tomy variant Lucifer.
And I will be using the Glide Ragnarok flame launcher for the flame variant Lucifer.
Now let me just play the recording. Beep.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go!
So this is TT over TT.
This one's Flame. And now they're testing each other. Not really a good idea.
TT over there, Flame. And
the winner's TT.
another point for TT.
How many is that now?
I think 4. Yeah.
4.
4-2.
Now, he will be using the Flame
Glide Ragnarok, allow string launcher.
for the Takara Tomy variant Lucifer, and I'll be using the Takara Tomy black string launcher for
Superking launcher or Superking launcher.
for the Flame variant Lucifer.
Now we'll play the recording. Beep 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 beep.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go!
TT, right? TT, yeah,
Yep,
TT.
and this one's Flame. Flame has notoriously horrible stamina.
And
The winner is
Flame, 1
Flame,
point.
so that's 3,
3, 4.
4.
4-3. Sorry, I will say the
4-3 to TT.
high one first.
And now, for what might be the last battle, I'll be using Variant Lucifer's launcher and grip with Variant Lucifer.
Flame, that's the flame combo. And
Yeah.
this is the black ripcord Superking launcher with the digital launcher
Sword.
ripcord. Yeah, ripcord. So time to play the recording. But beep.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go! Shoot. And this one is Flame. And it's doing not a Flame 1. I wasn't expecting that.
4-4.
Yes, it's 4.
So I'm using the original launchers now for the final battle.
Definitely. Let's go.
Now we're both using our original launchers. Black Takara Tomy launcher for Takara Tomy 1
And the Flame Variant Lucifer launcher or Flame Variant Lucifer.
so now to play the recording. Where's that button? Beep.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go! Wait,
You
no,
launch
I'm
outside, so
sorry.
that does not count.
Now we will be using our original launchers
So Takara Tomy Superking launcher with Takara Tomy 1.
and the Flame Ripcord launcher with the Flame Variant Lucifer.
Now to play the recording. I can't find that button. Beep.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go!
TT.
That one's Flame. Oh, TT is going crazy.
Oh, was that contact?
Okay, we need to see that. I can't remember. But this one in the stadium is Flame.
Yep.
We reviewed the footage and we found out that there was no contact.
Now I'm just gonna find that button. Oh, I found it. This is
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go shoot! There was definitely contact there.
Flame wins. I was not expecting that. That was a mere fluke, just like when Volkswagen beat this one.
Definitely.
Mere fluke. Really. It was just the angling of the launches. They were just like boom, bada boom.
If I had launched it, like, say, over here, this would the TT1 would have gone ding, ding,
No.
out of into the pocket. It
No.
was the angling of
The
the
chances of a bay hits here and springs somewhere outside, pretty low if you ask me.
Yeah, but it would have been
Mere
anime-like.
fluke, just like when Vex Lucifer beat Volkswagen.
Some more battles in the next videos. But for now, good Beybladers.
Beyblade rip, Beyblade rip, Beyblade burst. Let it rip, 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 rip. Beyblade burst, surge. Let it